Alright everyone, we should be live. Let's make sure that's actually the case over on Rumble. Of course, we will unpause and repause. We have to do that every time. We've got 4 subjects to cover today. Well, there are more that we can cover as well, like my food adventure. Yeah, I made sketty the other day. It's a linguine, but I make my own sauce, homemade, so it was delicious. Oh, it was perfect. It was beyond perfect, actually. Reminded me a little bit of the sauce that I made in elementary school, actually. It was inexplicable. Came out about the same, and it was delicious. Oh my god. Although it needed a little bit more basil, I'd give myself an 8 out of 10 on that. Little old grannies from Italia probably would not foment it, but otherwise, I think everyone would be satisfied. We have to talk about multiple things. Minnesota being effectively a war zone, for example. It is an open insurrection. At this point, there's no other way to put it. Again, as a classical liberal, I generally side with protesters. I side with people that have grievances and things like that. But on this, at this point, I mean, what am I supposed to do? You're just literally, you're going to burn Wendy's to the ground. How will I get my hamburgers? It's going to be a terrible time. Men in skirts, actually. This is something. What can't a man wear? Designers push the boundaries at Paris Men's Fashion Week. Yeah, because the French are all fucking gay. And that is quite literally what you are pushing. I will try to explain biologically why that is the case. The far-left network that helped put Alex Pretty in harm's way then made him a martyr. Yes, indeed. It looks like there was some backup actually involved with the Pretty case. Yeah, it looks like it went beyond simply, hey, he happened to stumble into a combat zone, basically. Trump's Greenland gambit has broken brains across Washington. That's no surprise here. And then, of course, we've got Barron Trump saving a girl's life after witnessing violent assault on FaceTime call. Yeah, Barron Trump saved a girl's life. Now, what a terrible family. They have no morals or ethics at all. So we'll be going through all of them. And, of course, your commentary. As usual, my friend Maximilian. you have to back me up. Maximilian and Percival have to come to my side. Otherwise, the trenches will be overrun by the Jerrys. I have this elaborate fantasy where I've got these, well, I suppose you could call them imaginary friends, called Maximilian and Percival. And I'm a British soldier in World War I in the trenches. And, I throw V8 cans across the floor and stuff like that. I have fun doing that. I had more fun in the past doing so, but we'll leave that for now. We've got Rumble. Yeah, Doug. Uh-oh, Sticks Fantasy. Yes, I do pretend sometimes to be a World War I soldier, and I'll toss V8 cans across the floor, and I'll pretend that my artillery sword is actually a short-barreled rifle. I do this because I want to be entertained. I find it amusing, and I don't give a shit what anyone thinks about it. It means absolutely nothing to me. It means literally nothing. I've gone insane. And that's a good place to be. Why would you want to be sane anyway? I don't understand it. What is the point of being sane? To conform? Okay, that's fine if you want to do that. I understand you've got a boring ass job in a goddamn office somewhere or something like that. That's great. Wonderful. I wish you well. Or you have a family life or something like that. That's fine too. Of course, you got to take care of your kids. There are some people that are going to be put on blast about that in the immediate future. But as far as I go, I don't care. I don't give a shit. I literally don't care. No, I really don't. But I will give you the news. It's funny to troll people. It's hysterical. Yeah, I can do this all day, dude. Let's have some fun. That sounds like a good time, my friend. Oh, King of Biltong is here. Where is the Biltong? Oh, okay. Right here. Basically, if you watch Bogest, the middle child in Bogest, that's me. The chucklehead. Salty without having any salt in it. I don't know exactly how it works, but it seems to. And yes, as you can see, I do have feet. I do have legs. G-Press. Jesus fucking Christ. Midlife Crisis says, yeah, you're all from Kiwi Farms and stuff like that. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a fuck what you say, honestly. I'm gonna start just fucking abandoning you. I'm just gonna start banning you from the channel, and nobody will care. Your comments will be forgotten in the seas of time, and it will be funny. I already told you, I'm dying. You can probably tell that from the fact that I'm gasping in order to actually speak with you. The Dead Night Tiger. Stick says legs like Kermit the Frog. Yes, indeed, I do. Spider Eternal. Your mic quality, is sucking today. Just saying. Thanks for the shout out. Jam and Bean, Coffee Beans. Yeah, I'll shout them out too. My apologies for the microphone. It's hard to drag the Yeti into here. Talk Woman, Sandy Ravage, Insurrection Act, now or face massive blackpilling. Yeah, I agree with you. They need to invoke that shit. They really need to. Yeah, we're just gonna start banning people who post retarded shit on both platforms. I'm just gonna start banning people because I'm not dealing with it anymore. I've got little time left. I do not need to. I do not need to. Yeah, I'm gonna... One thing that I wish is it would allow me to put these comments into some sort of holding bin or something like that, so I could just ban people that way. Depression talking. There's no depression here. No, it's more elation than anything else. I'm actually happy about the situation. I will talk about my food and some music. And also, I put some links, I believe, if I remember, in the description to the menus that I made. I'm having a great time making them. It's hysterical fun. And they're meant to be fun. There's no further purpose. They're hysterical. Just read them. All 4 of them. They're on the Catbox site, actually. They're on my Twitter, and they're also, I believe, on the description of the video. Did I put them there, or did I? Just give me a sec. Did I put them on the video itself, or did I put them? Just fucking give me a second. I'll get to the sponsors in a moment, and then we'll get to the news. I'm not sure if I put them there. You gotta realize, when you're a singular content creator, and you don't have a staff or anything like that, you have to handle everything yourself. It becomes a little bit more difficult. Did I put it in the description? I don't think I did. I'm not sure that I did. No, it is not, in fact, on there on my live stream. Damn. But it might be in the description, pinned on the live stream. I think it is. I think you're probably seeing it there if it's pinned. If not, don't worry, I'll get the links to you. Yes, I made 4 fake menus for Chez Varvik, actually, and thought that it was funny. It was a fun time writing them. I'm going to write more of them, too. SC Woods. Which Bo guest, though? 28, 39, 68, 92, or the last remake? The 38 version with Gary Cooper. Absolutely. The one with Gary Cooper is absolutely the best. The last remake with Marty Feldman is hysterical, but it's not really technically a Bo Guest film at all. It's just a parody. Never seen the 66 version, come to think of it. I've never seen it. Might be good, I have no clue. I have to look it up. Apocalypse. Is there another chat going on? Yes, I am multi-streaming, so I am also live on Rumble. I haven't even gotten to the news yet. I think I'll have to get to the sponsors before I talk about this bullshit going on in Minneapolis. Let's get to the sponsors first. Also, I wanted to read you a little bit of the menu, the last one that I made, because it's hysterical. But first, I have to pull this up. Yes. Just give me a second. You gotta realize I gotta handle everything myself. I don't have an editor or anything like that. I am the editor. We have cultivated-mind.com, where you can get mushroom pills. You should eat them. I take them every day. That's the only reason I'm goddamn alive, actually, at this point. Yeah, it's mushroom pills, more than anything else. And, I take them every single day. It makes sure that my hair doesn't turn gray, that I'm able to perambulate from place to place. Seems to work very, very well, actually, for its purpose. Also, you got Doggo Dose, which that's what I call it. It's technically called Doggy Dose, and it will make your canine friend a little bit more vital as well. It also works on cats, I've noticed. They will devour it as long as you crumble it up a little bit and then you give it to them in that form, basically. So, cultivated-mind.com. We have BillTongueUSA.com. Anytime it's mentioned, I believe Anton is over there still. Yummy. He's got imports. Like Bovrite. This was put in the beef stew the other night. It's delicious. It really, really thickens up the stew. And he's got stick, sticks, and hammer, mugs, tumblers, and shirts as well, among other things. Also various meats. Bison, venison, Angus, Cabanassi, Wagyu. He's pretty much got everything. He has a lot of animals killed in order to feed you gluttons out there. Haha, it's pretty funny. I'm sorry. I was thinking about the menus I'm going to read out to you. And then finally, jamandbean.com. That is jamnbean.com. They have good coffee. Clanker blend, Costa Rica blend, teas of various kinds, other coffee blends as well. You can pretty much choose. You can pick and choose, and every single one of them is good. So, doesn't really matter which one you choose at all. So yeah, those are our sponsors. I should probably put the bowl right away before I eat it all. There's a reason why I always take a finger dip when Anton is discussed at all. There's a reason for this, my friend. King of Biltong is there, along with Shung Mun Ace, two of my favorite commentators. Yeah, I'm indisposed at this point. I am sick. I am dying. So I am in the bedroom where I am more comfortable. I am not in the office where I would be less comfortable. I am sorry for this to everyone out there. I am sorry. I have failed you. I would stay in the world longer and continue to fight for liberty, but there's not a whole lot that I can do at this point, honestly. Also, I have a medical cannabis prescription, so maybe you'll get to see me smoke weed on camera, because it's actually legally for me to do. Yeah, like Sticks, you fucked up? Yeah, I'm fucked up. Would you like me to smoke, would you like me to smoke marijuana on screen? It's actually legal for me to do. I literally have a prescription for it. I guess you can probably guess the illness that I have based on this. You can probably guess what illness I've been diagnosed with based on that fact. It doesn't make me happy. It makes me sad. I wanted to be around for the people that I care about for a far longer period of time, but that period is very limited, unfortunately. Eh, it's not AIDS. It's not a sexually transmitted disease. Most people will probably diagnose me with cancer. You may or may not be correct about this. I collapsed and I went to the hospital and blood work and so forth was done. And yeah, we'll leave it at that. But I do have a prescription. It is legal for me to use it in the state of Vermont under medical law. And so I can use it in front of you and entertain you for my last days, so to speak. I am capable of doing that at least. But anyway, it's no use being a goddamn fucking retard. We should entertain everyone as much as we can. Ubuk is there. Anton and Ubuk are there. That's what I'm talking about. Hey everyone, you're going too fast in chat. Holy shit. Fuck. Don was trying to ask me something, but it went down to the fucking bottom. Jesus Christ. Oh, I haven't used my left hand. Cap Lobo. Hey Sticks, do you mind, do you think the massive rise in the price of metals lately has anything to do with weaknesses in the US dollar or the warring of its demise? No, I do not, actually. Thanks, and feel better, my dude. Ginger tea, sunlight, and sleep if you can. I don't think that ginger is going to solve my problems. I do not believe that will happen. Al Ferrarius, what are you, yo dude, what are you putting in the garden next season? I won't be alive for the next gardening season, sadly. I won't be alive for it. And somebody asked me something, medically related, but I'm sorry, I can't get to all the comments. It's impossible. It's not possible for me to keep track of both chats at the same time. I can't. Spider Eternal. If I had to guess, you have liver cirrhosis. You are incorrect, by the way. With hepatic encephalopathy. I love you, man. I hope you had fun on Earth. You were actually wrong. There is something else wrong with me. It doesn't even have to do directly with the liver. Believe it or not, I will survive for a few months, maybe. Or days. Depends on what I do. Pagan EVT. Now the question, are you going to haunt? Yes, absolutely. So let's get to the news, We've already gotten to our sponsors. Let's at least talk about the news. That's the whole fucking point of the live stream. We have to talk about Minneapolis. It is important. Minneapolis is basically in Flamme. By the way, Anime in Flamme, very, very good band. They did a cover of Radio Werewolf at one point. Anime in Flamme, if I remember correctly. In fact, I'll look it up. I'll try to get the link to everyone. Anime in Flamme. Yes, indeed. Let me look that up before I bother continuing. Oh, fuck. I can't use my left hand for this fucking shit. I can't do it. It's impossible. Yeah, it's kind of a cringe band when you think about it. And it's not there. Okay, never mind. Fuck it. I'll get it to you later. I'll post it on Twitter or some shit. Keep in mind, you won't get notified about any Twitter post that contains an external link. That's part of their algorithmic bullshit, actually, at this point. But yeah, we'll just get to the news. If we can actually get to the story. Yes. Minnesota quickly rejects AG Pam Bondi's request for the state's voter rolls. Yeah, it was funny. The first time that Bondi actually does something sane, they reject her request. Isn't that very, very funny? Looking at the fact that several Minnesota residents have been, killed, you would think that they would grant her request, which is a requirement for actually gaining more details on those killings, among other things. You would think that they would grant it, right? It would make sense. But they decided to say no. Well, you really care a lot about your citizens. She's trying to make sure about who is actually legally in the state and who is not. But you don't give a fuck about that. The fact is, if there were no illegals in your state, this would not be happening. It simply would not be happening at all. And Tim Walz, he waddles around like the pudgy male feminist that he is. The Trump administration. They're not responsible for the fact that you became a sanctuary state. They're not responsible for this in any way, shape, or form. How can you blame them? It doesn't even make any sense. Again, I say this as a lifelong libertarian leaner. I am not a favor of big federal government. I'm not a favor of big state government either, by the way. I don't like government at all. I don't like the justice system. I'm not a thin blue liner. I have no problem with individual cops. Some of them are very kind. But I do have a problem with the idea that we need to endlessly deal with this fucking horse shit. And that's what we've been dealing with. We've been dealing with horse shit. That's exactly what we've been dealing with this entire time. It makes absolutely no sense. Why should we have to? Why should we have to deal with this bullshit? Why shouldn't my tax dollars go towards people that shouldn't even be in the country to begin with? I don't have any problem with Mamacita and her 3 kids, but I shouldn't be subsidizing them. I do have a problem with Pablo, the fentanyl vendor on the corner. That's a little bit different now, isn't it? It's a little bit different. Yeah. I think that other people probably feel the same. I think that other people probably feel about the same. Pablo, quick, bring me the fentanyl. Okay. So yeah, as far as Minnesota goes, it's basically become a lost cause argument, though, because the left has gotten people used to. Here's the problem. Here's the real problem. The left has convinced people that one unjustified killing is emblematic of the entire situation. Now, this is not true. It is possible for 2 things to be true at the same time. So, one killing was absolutely, it seems, unjustified. So are the riots and things like that. Burning down Wendy's and throwing rocks at the cops and throwing Molotov cocktails and ramming cars into people is not the same as that one-off killing that is being queried at the moment. But they're trying to smash them together effectively for propagandistic purposes in order to fool people's minds. This is what I have warned of over and over again. This is a psyop tactic. You don't even understand how much your minds have been scrambled over time. You don't even understand it. I am trying to unscramble it. I'm trying to take that egg and put it back into its shell as much as I can. I will do the best that I can as long as I live, which unfortunately won't be for long. But I will do that for you. I will do the best that I can. I promise that I will not abandon you. Yep. I will not abandon you. I'll be here. Most others will not. That's the problem. If they fought to the last man, if they fought to the last yard, it would be a better world. Because some of them are very, very intelligent, and they know what's going on. They know what's fucking happening. It's just that they stop fighting. They stop resisting. Hashtag resist, folks. That's just the way that it is. But, yeah, as far as this case goes, I mean, come on, dude. You can't possibly tell me that the authorities in Minnesota know what the hell is going on. The local authorities are fighting the federal goddamn forces. Well, how are you taking illegals off the street? How are you determining, because there's apparently no cross information between the two, how are you determining who is illegal and who is significantly illegal? So it's not Mamacita and her 3 kids, it's the local fentanyl dealer. These are 2 entirely different things. I do not give a shit if some Mamacita with her 3 kids takes up residence in Minneapolis and just parks her ass in a chair. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, she's illegally in the country. Who cares? I think we've got bigger fish to fry. This is like saying, instead of going after the shark, we're going to go after the minnow. That wouldn't make any sense, right? Well, likewise, the same is true of immigration policy at some points. At some points, it does not make sense. It literally does not make any sense at all. I would not bother going after Mamacita. Who cares? Oh, you're illegally in the country. Okay, is that the only crime? Yeah. Well then, just ignore her. Go after somebody who's doing something actually further illegal, something felonious or something like that. That's what I would do. It would make a lot more sense, dude. Call me a bleeding heart liberal. It would be hilarious. Yeah, it would be hilarious if people did that. I'm apparently both far right and far left at the same time, according to different people. I find this hilarious. I believe that this is a mark of my intelligence and my ability to see nuance in different political situations, actually. Swamp Donkey! Sticks! I don't know if you need to hear, if we should have you, dude, always remember that. And Trump cucked in Minnesota. Yeah, he backed down in Minnesota. I'm not sure that he should have done that, actually. Cabron. Love you, my brother. I don't girlfriend either? Oh, don't give a fuck either. I thought you were saying you didn't have a girlfriend. I'm like, come to Rutland. There's plenty of sluts here, that's for sure. Yeah, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of girls here that will service you. Don't worry about that. All you gotta do is go by the Walmart Plaza and, have money, basically. Hey, you look cute. Can I buy you a drink? Oh, yeah. Let's just hang out for a bit. I'll go and grab a couple of beers. I'll be right back. It's literally as easy as that. Rutland is not exactly a high-class area. Just saying. And there goes another super chat flying up. Lawson Hill. Listen to Dr. Albert Sachs, libertarian professor. I think I heard one of his speeches before, actually. I think so. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah. Now, let's talk about men in skirts. This is much more important than you realize. When men wear skirts, they're showing off definitively female details. And here is why. A skirt is nothing more than effectively the petals of a flower. It is to show my vagina is ready and ovulating. It's ready for copulating. It is nothing more. It is a total biological response. Now, if it's something that's battle related, let's say that a dude is wearing a kilt or something, that's a little bit different. That's a historical novel more than anything else. If a man puts on, a pink skirt, effectively he's saying, fucking fuck me in the ass. Quite literally, he's saying, fuck me in the goddamn ass. Take my ass. Take my ass. Take it real hard. When women wear skirts, they're showing off their proclivity towards wanting to reproduce. This is real. This is a biological, gestural response. It's linguistic, technically speaking. When you think about it, gestures and language are the same thing. It's really, really fascinating. Oh man, you wouldn't believe it. I wish I could make like a 2-hour lecture series on this or something like that. When women are wearing skirts, little pink skirts and stuff like that, It's basically flower petals. Think about it. Flower petals are meant to attract the pollinators that cause the flower to reproduce. A skirt is nothing more than a flower. It's exactly the same. So men will come in and say, oh, you look pretty skirt and stuff like that. And it's a sign of readiness to mate. That's why I don't think that people should put their little kids in skirts, because it's like, they're not of mating age, you know? It's a little bit creepy, actually. You shouldn't do that, especially if there are Muslims around. But, that's basically the lay of the land. Effectively, when you put on a skirt, I mean, in the normal sense, unless it's like a battle skirt, like, I can understand the kilt because it allows more flexibility of movement when you're in combat. Okay, that gets a pass. Otherwise, if you're talking about like fashion skirts and shit like that, men should not be wearing them. Not unless they're gay. If they're gay, it means my ass is ready. If they're not gay, then it means I'm a fucking retard, basically, more than anything else. But that's just what it means. I mean, I didn't make the rules. I just abide by them, so to speak. No, it doesn't make any sense. I can understand wanting a nice fresh breeze around your privates. This is actually a Harry Potter reference, which was funny in, I believe, Goblet of Fire. What was it, the fifth book? I can't remember. But, in the end, it doesn't make any sense. It's not masculine. It's explicitly feminine. It's displaying yourself as a flower more than anything else. You're literally turning yourself into a flower, and you don't even realize it because you don't understand linguistics, gesturism, and human expression, which is rather sad. Happens all the time. Let's see. I'm sure there's a shit ton more comments, because I'm talking about gay shit. I'm talking about homosexuality. It will happen again. I have never sucked a dick. Some people will be perturbed by the fact that I haven't, actually. There was a comment. Fucking god damn it. Sometimes it's very difficult to actually get to the comments on YouTube. Sticks. Oh. Don Aquilas, Sticks, give me mod and I'll ban people for you. Okay, we'll give you mod. You'll probably ban everyone or something. You're probably trolling me. And then Lawson Hill. Oh, that's the one with the professor. Yeah, I saw that one. The problem... Wait, where'd the chat go? Shit. Fuck. Ass. Just a sec. For some reason, it just stopped having chat at all. That's not good. Let me troubleshoot this. Damn. I'm sorry, everyone, if I cannot see you on YouTube chat. I appear to have... God, this fucking sucks. fucking thing sucks. Suck it. I'll write it, I'll do it live. Okay, it looks like we're back. That was very, very bizarre. That was the most strange thing that I've ever seen. I don't even know why the site has that function, honestly. It made no sense. Anyways, we'll talk about more news. What can a man wear? Designers push the boundaries at Paris Men's Fashion Week. Again, I'll tell you why they shouldn't be pushing the fashion. They're going to anyway. There's nothing to be done about it. I mean, it's Paris. You expect people to be straight there in Paris? Good luck. I've known people who've gone to Paris. There's not a lot of straightness going on there. There's mainly pedophiles and gay dudes more than anything else. I would hate to be a young woman in Paris, honestly, at this point. Be sort of like that chick from V from Vendetta or something like that. These people are a little bit odd. Let's put it that way. We will say no more. Homos. Oh, shit. I'm not supposed to say that. Well, the average gay dude would find it abhorrent. It's basically just rapacious more than anything else. Yeah. Munch up women, spit them out, and then fuck their ass into the ground. That's basically what Paris fashion is about. I've seen it before. It's literally abhorrent more than anything else. But they're trying to encourage men to wear skirts. Again, they are nothing more than flower petals. They are quite literally flowers that you wear on yourself. When women wear them, it's a sign, hey, I'm mateable, I want my nectar drank, and I want sperm inside of me. It's literally nothing more complex than that. It's an entirely biological response. But in fashion, now they're trying to get men to do that so they can get fucked in the ass, apparently. That appears to be the goal, actually. It's rather funny when you think about it. Kind of, sort of, a little bit. It's hilarious-ish. When I look at this, I'm like, oh god. I'm going to make a one-off video about this probably tomorrow and explain a little bit more in detail. Because it has to do with fashion, but it also has to do with biology. Biologically speaking, you are turning yourself into a flower. It is literally the purpose of the skirt. Unless it is a battle vestment that you are using specifically for the purpose of having better motility, other than that, it's a mating signal more than anything else. If a man, therefore, is wearing a skirt and it's not, armored with layers of Kevlar or something like that, and he's not going into battle with a broadsword, in the old Scotsman style, if he's not being Braveheart, then it is automatically a mating signal. He's saying to other men, fuck me in the ass. Quite literally. There's no other way to put it. His asshole is probably shaved perfectly clean. Have fun, dudes, if you're into that sort of thing. Just the way that it is. Anyways, I'm going to go off to go pee, actually, relatively briefly. I will be right back. All right, we should be back after I have successfully taken a piss. It's important to do so once in a while. It is recommended as part of your healthy regimen. We will talk about more news. Unfortunately, because I'm using Windows 10, it takes a little while to actually fucking see it. Trump's Greenland gambit has broken brains across Washington. Yes, indeed, Trump is still attempting to purchase Greenland, and he will probably, in the end, be successful, I believe. I don't think that he'll have any particular problems with it, because by purchasing Greenland and liberating them from their monarchic captors, then they can be sovereign. Then the United States can move in, and they can invest in Greenland, and they will be a sovereign nation, but at the same time, the United States will be able to make 10 times the investment that Denmark ever did in their country. This is a good idea because the United States gains leverage over something in the American hemisphere, which Greenland is, and gains potentially a military foothold. Greenland gains investment. Denmark is dispossessed of a colonial possession that it can't really do anything with, honestly. There's only 55,000 people in Greenland. Well, that's about the same as my county. There's really no reason for Greenland to be under Danish control. It doesn't really make sense when you think about it. Also, I beg your pardon, but it's difficult for me sometimes to see actually what you're posting because I have to keep the sunglasses on because light, I'm photosensitive, so yeah. As I slowly succumb, it's very difficult for me to deal with bright lights. I'm doing the best that I can to hold it together. I've got one more menu to make, and then I would like to compile them and make them into a paperback. I'm probably going to do that tonight. And I want to release the next Nutty Norman, because his tale continues. The plot twist. Nutty Norman became delusional when he was in the insane asylum. So everything after that technically never happened at all. He instead wakes up in the hospital bed, rehabbed, I suppose, to find that the things that he imagined happened never actually did. He never actually went to an alien world or destroyed it and then destroyed this world. He simply comes back and continues his usual antics. It's going to be an insane plot twist. It's going to be hard to work it in, I suppose. I'll figure out a way to jury rig it, I suppose. It'll be funny. It's going to be hysterical. Ha ha ha, yeah. I like writing stuff like that. Crazy menus, Nutty Norman, morbid stories, things of that nature. I've wanted to do this for a very, very long time. I've always been stuck on editing things of an occult and usually educational manner. I've sold hundreds of thousands of copies of it. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's given me a lot of money. It's given me a lot of clout. But it's not the thing that I'm interested in. What I'm interested in is my own creativity. I'm interested in making my own works, things that I created, things that I actually created and crafted and put out into the world. So I'm going to be doing that more, actually. And I've got plenty of time to do it. Yeah, my next calendar call is not till March, so it'll be a while. But my sight is failing, among other things. Barron Trump reportedly saved woman's life, girl's life, after witnessing violent assault on FaceTime call. Yes, the liberals are now going to be confronted with the challenge of explaining how Barron Trump is wrong for preventing a young female that he was in contact with from being brutally assaulted. Good luck to you. Yeah, baby. Yeah. And I think he's I think he's 6'7", so it probably wouldn't be a good idea to fuck with him. A woman who said she was violently attacked by her ex-boyfriend last year told a London court, so this is an English woman, told a London court that her friend Barron Trump unexpectedly saved her life. Yep. He's totally not going into politics, dude. I found this, it's not exactly funny because, somebody got violently assaulted. But at the same time, it's kind of funny because supposedly the Trumps are terrible people, right? We've been told that by the liberals a number of times. Supposedly, they're violent, terrible people. And yet here you have the son of the family literally saving somebody from violent assault. Very interesting, isn't it? How that works. The liberals will, of course, not want to cover this particular news. I notice I don't see this on CNN. I wonder why. Interesting, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not in the least bit surprised. This has happened 1,000 times before. By the way, please do not send me any more money because I cannot get to it all. The problem is I have to take these off in order to actually read the live chats. That sucks because, again, I'm photosensitive. Paul, Kurskamp, are you really dying? What the fuck? Yes, I am truly dying. Reminds me of that one song by David Bowie. That the earth was really dying. Meisnerflux. Ahoy! Would consider song requests, maybe a little 80s, something obscure, medieval music, recently discovered, private ambient soundtrack. Yes, if you DM me on Twitter, I would consider doing something like that. Please send no more super chats or rumble rants, by the way. We'll get to the last of the news and then we'll go offline. Yes, please send no more. Spider Eternal. Fuck the rules. Take my money. I appreciate the buck, but please, everyone, I beg of you, I'm literally asking you not to send money at this moment. I have other things that I must do. Weenie Dog. Ayo, Sticks. If you feel like you gonna die, Don't die, and you will survive. A Chinese proverb. Have a nice day, my friend. I'm afraid that for my condition, there's nothing that I can do. I'm afraid that it is the end for me. And I don't have a problem with it, by the way. I really don't care. Today it's not tea, it's just water. I don't care, honestly. I don't care if I go away. I will fight as long as I can. I promise you that I will. This is my vow to all of you. I will continue fighting as long as I am physically able. Once I am no longer physically able, it'll be your turn to help me. Do this with occult rituals or something like that. Just fucking do magic of whatever kind you believe in. Say prayers. It doesn't matter. But, yeah. I'm leaving this world imminently. I will fight physically as long as I can. Because I'm a fighter. I'm a Varvik. That's the original pronunciation of our family name. Originally, it was not Warwick. It was before that Warwick, and then before that it was Varvik. They didn't really have a W in their vocabulary, so it would have been Varvik. That would have been the name that they pronounced. That is where I come from, and I'm extremely proud of it. So yeah, if you want to help me with ritualism or something like that, that's perfectly fine. In the end, though, I will not be here. In the end, I will be gone. Very, very sad now, isn't it? But, it will happen, and there's nothing that I or you can do about it. It doesn't matter if you're the most expert doctor in the land. It means nothing. It will not help. I am terminal. I will die. I am doing the best that I can to sustain my life as long as I can, and to prevent myself from dying, because I want to do more help to the human race and to those that care about me. But in the end, the Reaper comes for us all, now doesn't it? It's just the way that it is. You're gonna die too. Someday. Some of you get run over by a car maybe tomorrow, or something like that. Who gives a shit? Oh God, I got smashed by a car. Oh, that really fucking sucks now, doesn't it, man? Now you're a flat, fly-covered piece of fuck meat all because the world fucking hates you. See, nobody cares. In the end, you are cared about by a very, very small number of people. And they won't even visit your grave. It's just the way that it works. It doesn't mean that you've done anything wrong, or that you've sinned in life. Not that sin means anything anyway. It doesn't mean anything like that. It means people move on. And they should move on. I do not want anyone to weep at my grave. In fact, I've left behind detailed instructions for people not to do that, to dispossess anyone that does shed a tear at my grave, because it's not necessary. In fact, I don't want a grave at all. I want to be thrown in the compost pile and have them put tomatoes on my dead body, and then eat the tomatoes. Ah, these are death tomatoes. Man, that sounds like a good marketing theme. Yeah, that would be great. It would help my family. It would please me. It would be hysterical. And nobody gives a shit. You're dead. Who gives a fuck? You know, I watched a soundboard prank call the other day. It was with Bill O'Reilly, of all people, by the way, which is inexplicable. And he said something to the tune of, I don't care, I'll be in the grave. I don't care, I'll be dead. And I was like, God damn, dude. You're gonna make me like fucking Bill O'Reilly? The hell? I don't know how to feel about this. I really don't give a shit. I'll be dead. I'll be a fly-covered corpse. I hope that they walk into this bedroom and they find my exsanguinated body covered in flies, and then they laugh about it. I hope people laugh when I die. I do not give a shit about life. It means nothing to me. Because it's the same thing as death. When you die, you go to hell. Oh, there's a totally different life down there. It really does exist. I promise you. I promise you truly, when you die, you will not disappear like the atheists believe. This will not happen. What will happen is you will fall before the gates of hell. And for those of you that have been most loyal, I will be there at the gates for you. That is what will happen. I am not worried about the fact that I'm terminal. I'm not worried in the least. You may be worried because you believe that I will disappear forever. That's not exactly the case. Let's put it that way. I'm not suicidal or anything like that, but I am terminal. I'm dying, and there's nothing that I can do about it. It's just like Scott Adams when he died of cancer. You know, he didn't want to die, but he did anyway. It's just the way that it goes sometimes. Your physical body is nothing more than a vehicle that eventually expends its usefulness. Eventually it stops working. And there's nothing that you can do about it. Oh, God. Stop sending super chats and rumble rants, or else I'm gonna fucking ban you from the goddamn channel. We got one more, and then I'm going offline. Zachary Enfield. Sticks, I assume. I'm not even gonna justify that by reading it out. Fuck yourself. So yeah, I'm gonna go offline, and that's about all. Peace out.